Hello students, today we will be learning something more about assignment statement. As we know, C program consists of following statements, that is assignment statements, conditional statements, iterative statements, declarative statements, input-output statements, and unconditional statements. Now we have also learned so far something about assignment statements and the syntax of the assignment statement, which I have given as variable equal to expression and followed by terminator. Now LHS of this statement consists of a variable and the RHS consists of a expression, and the two are connected together by the assignment operator. That is why it is called as an assignment statement, since equal to operator, a single equal to is a assignment operator. Now at the end of the statement there should be a terminator. This is the most important statement so far as calculations are concerned. Now what is an expression? As I told you earlier, expression is the combination of operators and operands according to the rules of syntax. But the RHS part of the assignment statement, this expression can have different forms. What are the different forms that are possible? Now we are in a stage so that we can understand it, and we have already used some of those forms. The different forms are: expression can be a constant or a value, which is a value. So we can say variable equal to constant, and then terminator, and that will be an assignment statement and one of the forms. The second form can be expression can be a variable, that is variable equal to variable, then terminator. Then the third form can be expression can be a call to a function that returns a value. We have already learned what are functions and how to design the functions and how the functions return a value. So this expression can be a function call, and that function which is being called returns a value, and that is assigned to a variable. The fourth form of the expression is that the expression can be an expression of following types. That is, this expression, when it is an expression, it can be of the form, it can be an arithmetic expression, it can be a relational expression, it can be expression using logical operators only, and it can be a logical expression or compound logical expression or a mixed expression. By arithmetic expression we mean the expressions that use arithmetic operators only. No other operator other than arithmetic operator should be used in the expression. Then we call such expression as arithmetic expression. Now arithmetic operators are plus, minus, that is addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and mod operator. When the expression uses exclusively these five operators or any other arithmetic operators, we say the expression is the arithmetic expression. Now we have got a relational expression. Relational expression is an expression where we use exclusively relational operators only, that is greater than, less than, equal to, that is double equal to, for comparisons, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. Now expressions can be formed by using logical operators only, and the logical operators are and, or, and not. Now logical expressions or compound logical expressions are those expressions which use both relational and logical operators, and mixed expressions are those expressions which can use all the operators that are given in the or available in the C. So the general syntax of the assignment statement now becomes variable equal to value, or variable equal to variable, or variable equal to function call, or variable equal to expression. And expression, this expression can be any of these five types. So this is the general syntax of the assignment statement. Okay, next what we see is that Now this is how we use it. Variable equal to value, variable equal to variable, and variable equal to function call, such as variable equal to sum of 2, 3, where I am calling a function sum, where I am passing two values and it is returning me the sum of these two numbers, and that sum is assigned to a variable. Now variable can be a mixed expression. The important constraint and the syntactic limitation of C is that the left hand side of the assignment statement, that is this part, should be always a single variable. Okay, and on the RHS side of the expression there are many possibilities, like variable is equal to value, variable is equal to variable, variable is equal to function call, variable is equal to expression, and variable is equal to mixed expression. And all of these are assignment statements, and these are the different forms of the assignment statement. Now let us see this expression, a plus b is equal to c minus d terminator. This is not a valid expression. Why? Because on LHS part we have got a expression, and the assignment statement requires that LHS part of the assignment statement should have always a variable, and that too single variable. Now again, this is not a valid assignment statement. Why? Because in the LHS part of this there is a expression. Again on the LHS part there should be a single variable, and again this is not a valid expression. Why? Because on the LHS part there is a constant. We cannot have a constant on the LHS part of the assignment statement. We cannot have an expression on the LHS of the assignment statement. What is the possibility? Only possibility is that on LHS side of the assignment statement we should have a variable only. Why I told you all this? Because in mathematics we can write equations of this form, and we might think that why cannot we take such liberties in C? No, in the C language the important requirement is that whenever you form an equation using an assignment statement, you have to keep a single variable on the LHS side. Okay, because most of the students who have studied mathematics, they get confused here and they think why we cannot have such possibilities here. This is a syntactic constraint that we have to strictly follow, that in case of assignment statement the LHS should be a single variable. Okay, now let us take an example of the first form, when we have a variable equal to value. Say I declare a variable x, or I declare an integer array of 40 elements, or I declare a character variable s, or I declare an character array of 30 elements. Now I can say x is equal to 90. This is of the form variable equal to value. Now if I say a of 2 is equal to 23, yes, that is also possible, because a of 2 is actually the third element of this array, and in the third element is actually a variable, and that is equal to variable equal to what you call value. Then I can say b of 3, that is the fourth element of the character array, and I can assign a constant to it. Similarly, if I have a character variable s, I can assign a constant to it. If you let me show you practically also, and let us see if errors are there or not. That way it will be clear more. It will be clear to you. Suppose I declare integer variable a. Now I can say a equal to 90. So this is the one form of the assignment statement, and let me see on compilation what happens. It compiles and there is no problem. Okay, then I declare a character variable, say char of c, and later on in the assignment statement I can assign some value to the c, that is c equal to, and as you know, the character constants should be placed within the single quotes. Again, if I compile, it does not lead to error. So this is a valid assignment statement. Why? In this statement also I am using an assignment operator, and in the next statement I am using the assignment operator. Now I can declare the integer array, say s of 90 elements. Okay, and I can access any variable from s0 to s89, and I can assign any value to any of these variables. Suppose I say s of 0 is equal to 34. That is, I am making a reference to the first element of the array, because the index of the first element is 0, and I say s of 0 is equal to 34. So it is similar like variable equal to value, because each array element is a variable. that is, it is a memory location that stores a value. And how many locations are there in S of 90? There are 90 locations, and each location has got a separate name. This I have already explained. Now I use a character array. Again, this character array, suppose B, can be used to store character constants or characters. Now we can store 90 characters in this, starting from B0 to B89, and again I can put in any variable, say B of 8. This is the 9th element of the array B, character array, and each element can contain only one character or one alphabet. I store O in it. This is again an assignment statement of the form which I have already shown. If I compile, you see there are no errors, so these statements are allowed, and this is a valid syntax. Okay, so this is the first form, that is variable equal to value. If you observe on the left hand side, there is a variable, and then there is an assignment operator, and then there is a constant value. Okay, so this is the first form. Now we go into second form. This is the first form. So second form is variable equal to variable. That is when we assign one variable to another variable. This means the value of variable B will be copied to the variable A. Note, the contents of A will change because B's value is now stored in A. The contents of B do not change. Whatever is in the RHS of the assignment statement, whatever variable you use in the RHS of the assignment statements, its value does not change. That is, it retains the same value. But whatever variable you use in the LHS of the assignment statement, its value will always change. That its value will be the new value that is now being assigned to it. So the contents of B don't change, the contents of A change. Now when the contents of B don't change, that means we are reading the value from B, and when the contents of A will change, that means we are writing the value on A. So memory write operation takes place on A. Whatever is in the LHS of the assignment statement, in the variable, that on that variable always the memory write operation will take place, and whatever variables you use on the RHS, the memory read will take place. So it's clear now, whatever values you use in LHS, memory write will take place on that variable, and whatever variables you use on RHS, the memory read will take place. Okay, next, the next form of the assignment statement is variable equal to function call. Let us first do this part. Okay, we can say here, now we have a form variable equal to variable. Let me declare another variable now, say I will call it as AA. Okay, now I can say now I have got two variables, AA and AA. I can say AA equal to A. This is variable equal to variable, and these two variables have the same data type. Actually, when we make an assignment, we should use the same data type on LHS and RHS. If it's not like that, it will also work, but it will lead to errors sometimes, that I will explain once I'll take the arithmetic expression. So now I have got this is variable equal to variable. Now this is an integer variable. Same can be done with float variables. We can assign the contents of one float variable to another float variable, or one double variable to another double variable. Therefore, if I show you how to handle the integers, same way you can handle the what you call other two data types, that's float and double. Now I have got a integer. Now I have got an array S is of 90 elements. I can say S of 90 is equal to S of 0. So what I am doing, this is variable equal to variable form. That is, I am putting the value of S of 0, that is 34 into 90 also. Okay, now I have C equal to A. I can use another character variable, you see. Then I can say variable equal to variable. What happens? CC equal to C. What happens because of this? The value of C is assigned E, and the same E will be also copied into CC. This is variable equal to variable. Now if I have a character array, I can assign the any element of this array to any other element. I can say b of 0 equal to say b of 8. Okay. Now both of them are integer values. I am copying the contents of b of 8 into b of 0. Now b of 8 is equal to o, so o will be again stored in b of 0. Okay. The another form that is possible here is, that is, I can say a, which is an integer, equal to, now I have an integer array, I can assign s of 0 into it. This type of assignment is also possible. Okay, when I say the variable equal to some array element, and array element has a data type, s of 0 has array has a data type int, and a also has a data type int. So I can assign the array element to any other variable which is not a array element. Okay, same way you can use you can use for the character arrays also. Okay, all such are valid assignment statements. Let me compile and see if they are valid statements or not. See, there is no error, so all these assignment statements are valid. Why? The first one is also using a equal to. All of these are using the equal to operator. That means they are assignment statement. In all of these statements on LHS we have a single variable. That single variable can be an array element or any other variable. Now on the RHS we have a single value, we have a variable as well as value, and this we have discussed these two forms as of now. Okay, so we have discussed the first form, that was variable equal to value. We have done this, and we have now done variable equal to variable. Okay, the third form is variable equal to function call. Okay, let us see this also. What happens? I write a function first which is the sum of two numbers, that is int sum int a comma int b. I have already shown you how to design functions. Int answer is equal to a plus b. Okay, then I can say return answer. Okay, we compile first. So there is no error. Now let me use only now specific form that I used. That is, the first form is variable equal to value. Second form we can take as this one. Now I'll show all the three forms. First is variable equal to value. Then I can say a equal to a. This is again variable equal to variable. Then we can say a equal to sum of two numbers. We call this function sum of two numbers. Assign the two numbers to it, and it will return the sum of 2 and 3, and the answer will be assigned to a. So this is again an assignment statement of the form variable equal to function call. Let me compile, no errors, so this is possible. So we have these three forms we have studied: variable equal to value, variable equal to variable, and variable equal to function call. Now next is variable equal to expression. Now variable equal to expression means this expression can be of following types. It can be an arithmetic expression, it can be a relational expression, it can be expression using logical operators only, and expression, it can be a logical expression, and it can be a mixed expression. Even though we have one more expression possible, that is using the bitwise operators only, or shifting operators, that is left shift, right shift, etc. Now the first one is the example of the arithmetic expression. Now why is this expression as an arithmetic expression? Because it uses only arithmetic operators, that is plus and minus. Okay, now this expression, that is L equal to S greater than B double equal to 4, is a relational expression where variable is equal to relational expression. Why is it a relational expression? Because it uses relational operators. Greater than and equal to are relational operators. Then we have got, so this expression is a relational expression because it uses only relational operators. Now this expression, that is the next one, uses logical operators only, that is AND operator, OR operator, AND operator, and NOT operator. So this is the expression that is formed by using logical operators only. Now the next one is that this was the third form of the expression. Now the fourth one is that is logical expression. It is called a logical expression, but logical expressions use both logical and or and relational operators. It's also called as a compound logical expression, that is L greater than C ANDed with. So this is a logical and this is a relational operator. Now if the expression will be using only relational operators and logical operators, but both of them will be used, any one of the operators can be used, any one of the operators, but the operator should be selected from logical operators and relational operators and no other operator. So if an expression includes only two types of operators, that is logical operators and the relational operators, what we call such expression as logical or compound logical expression. And now if the expression, this expression A equal to this, has got arithmetic operators, that's plus minus, it has got AND, that's a logical operator, and it has got a relational operator. Such expressions are also possible, and I call such expressions as mixed expression. Even in the books on C, you won't see something like this, something like called what we call as mixed expression. This is the term I coined for the expressions which use any type of operators, because we don't find such expressions in the books, but such expressions are possible, and I can show you in the compiler, and if the compiler does not give me an error, that means these expressions are possible. So let us first start with arithmetic expressions. Okay, now if I say A is equal to 10 plus suppose AA, so this is the arithmetic expression. Why? Because it has the two operands and only operators involved are plus operator. So when the expression uses only arithmetic operators, we call such expression as arithmetic expression. Let me compile and see if this is allowed. Yes, it is allowed, no problem. Now let me write another expression, that is A equal to, that is a relational expression, 10 greater than 23 equal to 8. Let me compile. Again there is no error, so this expression is also allowed. You might not see such expression in the books, but they are allowed. Why? How do I know they are allowed? When I gave it to the compiler did not give me any error. So what it uses an assignment operator. Okay, then on a LHS there is a variable, on an RHS there are operators, that is relational operators. So we call such expressions as relational expressions. Now I use an expression which uses only logical operators, that is suppose A 10 ANDed with, this is a logical operator, and say 67, and ORed with say A. Now if compilation works, this expression is also possible, so possible. Now this expression uses only logical operators. Now I have another expression, A equal to A greater than 10 ANDed with. Now this is a compound logical expression or logical expression. Why? Because it uses logical operators and relational operators. So this is also possible. Now I'm not commenting on the results right now. Okay, I'm not explaining these operations how they will work. Okay, but I am showing you the possibilities, syntactic possibilities for the expression. Okay, the expression can be arithmetic expression, the expression can be a relational expression, the arithmetic expression can use only logical operators, the expression can use both logical and relational operators. In that case, that is called what is called compound logical expression or logical expression. Now I am with third possibility, where we can use all the operators in an expression. Say A plus, now I have used the arithmetic operator, then I can use a relational operator, then I can use a AND operator, that is logical operator, say 7. Let me use bitwise operator, bitwise AND 56. Now let me see it accept this expression is accepted. So it is a mixed expression because it uses all the operators. So we can have expressions of any form you want to write, but depends on your usage and your programming requirements, what problems you are actually solving. but these syntaxes are possible and you can use them wherever you require them. Okay, we cannot simply keep in our mind that we have what you call conditional tests or sorry, arithmetic expressions and relational expressions and logical expressions possible. Mixed expressions are also possible in C. Okay, but most of the books will only mention these type of expressions only, that is arithmetic expression, relational expression, logical expressions, and they will not show you other possibilities that are possible. Now how these expressions will be what we call evaluated, or how the operators will be used in the operations, and then what will be the results of these expressions, how do we know them in advance without actually making them or without actually making the program to execute. That I can show you manually also, and later on you can verify the same what you call the sequence or evaluations will take place on the system also. So that way you can be clear about your logic, and you can write the expressions and you can know the results. Then when the machine also does it like that only, that means you have tested your program well, and you have tried your logic well, and then once you have tried your logic well, you can give the program to the user so that he can use it. Okay, now these are the possibilities of the expression that I have shown you. Expression can be of this form or this form, relational form, or it can use only logical operators, or it can use logical and relational operators. We call such expressions logical or compound logical expressions. Now let us see what is the outcome of the RHS of the assignment statement. Now this is the LHS of the RHS, assignment statement, where we have a variable on left hand side, and this is the RHS possibilities of the assignment statement. That is, it can be a value, it can be a variable, it can be a function call that returns a value, and it can be expression. Note, ultimately whatever is in the RHS part, it generates a value, it reduces to a value. Now value itself is a value, so it is understandable. Now variable contains a value, and that value is assigned to the variable, so the RHS part signifies a value here also in the second form. Now in the third form, what happens? The function returns a value, so it again, this function call ultimately represents a value, and that value assigned to the variable. Now variable equal to expression. Now that once that expression is evaluated using the rules of precedence, associativity, typecasting, etc., then ultimately that value will be assigned to the variable. So whatever possibilities are on the RHS side, these possibilities ultimately reduce to a value, a single value, and that value is assigned to the variable. This you can take journal and what you call statement, that in the assignment statement whatever is in an RHS, ultimately that reduces to a single value. That means outcome of that is a single value, and that single value is assigned to the variable, because variable cannot contain two values, it will contain the single value, and that single value it retains in its what you call memory. Okay, so all the possibilities on RHS ultimately reduce to a value, and that value is assigned to the variable on what you call RHS. This you can take as a final statement, and this was all about the assignment statements. Now in the coming lectures I'll talk about arithmetic expressions, so that we can do them practically and do different programming exercises on it, and till our understanding is clear about those statements, and we can write what you call good computational programs which involve lot of computations, and we can know how the results will be produced, and we can write better programs, because we can run our programs, we can check our variables, and we can but we should know how the C evaluates the expressions. That we will see in the next lecture. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Thank you.